Hey guys, I've got a different kind of video today as Disney Plus has recently held an Investor Day on December 10th, 2020, and there are many new series, shorts, and films scheduled to be released in the coming years. For those of you who watch my Cars Diecast reviews, it's no question that I'm a huge fan of Disney Pixar Cars, and that the most interesting announcement was the brand new Cars series coming to Disney Plus in fall of 2022. I'm planning on posting more videos related to the Cars series, so if you want to get more updates on this new project, make sure to subscribe and hit the notification bell to turn on notifications for this channel, Collection TV. Before we talk about Cars the series, let's first talk about a brand new collection of Pixar short films called Pixar Popcorn. In this series, you will find a bunch of short films featuring popular Pixar characters and will include Dancing with the Cars. Little is mentioned in the Investor Day announcements about this, but recently the voice actress of Cruz Ramirez, Cristela Alonso, announced that she was working on a project for Disney, so I think it's safe to assume that she will be featured in this short film as Cruz was seen dancing in Cars 3. The only other thing we know about this short film is that it is a pun on Dancing with the Stars, so perhaps some of the characters in this will be long-awaited cameos from the Cars films. Now on to the Cars series, which is so far unnamed. It will reignite the Cars franchise according to Pete Docter. Disney stated that Lightning McQueen and Mater will be traveling cross-country to new imaginative destinations and will meet new and old friends along the way. This synopsis indicates that the series will primarily focus on McQueen and Mater, and will likely focus on the residents of Radiator Springs too. I'm happy about this because after Cars 2 came out, there were a lot of fans of the spy and espionage stuff, and despite the change of pace with Cars 3, it also brought along a lot of fans of the next gens from the film. Not that that is a bad thing, but it seems to me that the most important characters have been overlooked for far too long, and I'm really hoping that the Radiator Springs residents will finally get their time to shine once again. My biggest concern about this series is that it will be the first form of media to come out of the Cars franchise without any influence from the original writers and directors of Cars, John Lasseter and Joe Ranft. Joe Ranft sadly passed away before Cars was released in 2006 and only worked on the first film and Mater in the Ghostlight. John Lasseter stayed with the Cars franchise through the years but took a break from directing in Cars 3. In 2018, he left the company due to some controversy, and I personally believe that John should have been able to stay with the company. But sadly, he likely won't be involved with this project or any project at Disney or Pixar. Now, there was an IMDb page for this series that was recently leaked. However, it is mostly false, unconfirmed information. It leaked that Cam Spinner and Bobby Swift's crew chief will be main characters, and a lot of the casting on the list is very random. So if you do some speculating or research on this series, be careful because there's a lot of false information about it online. The road trip concept for this Cars series was likely inspired by an early version of Cars 3, where the Radiator Springs residents were going to help out a small town on Route 99 by fixing it up and getting it back on the map. There were also the road trip diecasts from 2016, and most recently there have been some brand new images revealed of Lightning McQueen, Mater, Sally, Sarge, and Fillmore out on a camping trip. I highly doubt that this is a reveal at the new series, since there are still roughly 2 years before we actually get to see the series itself, but perhaps it's an early concept and or animation test for it. If these are the Cars who go on the trip, I would be very happy that Sally would get a big role, as she is often put to the side in the existing Cars sequels and shorts. It would also be nice if Luigi, Guido, Ramon, and Flo went too. However, Luigi and Guido could stay home since they had bigger roles in Cars 3. I'd like Ramon to go because that would mean we would get to see new Ramon paint jobs, but they may stick to a smaller group to make it more realistic. After all, someone has to stay home in Radiator Springs to watch all the shops. I would suspect that Sheriff and Red would stay home in Radiator Springs because they need to stay and protect the town. I would also expect Lizzie to stay home in Radiator Springs because Lizzie rarely leaves Radiator Springs, and in 2019, Lizzie's voice actor Katherine Hellman passed away. They will probably try to keep Lizzie's character alive with archived recordings, similar to what they did with Mr. Potato Head in Toy Story 4 or Doc Hudson in Cars 3, but she'll have to be put to the side nonetheless. As for new characters, I'll leave that to Pixar to come up with because anything is possible in this series. In fact, I think it's best we don't get in over our heads with these cool ideas because we might be let down by the actual product. That actually happened to me with Cars 3, as there were so many great theories and speculations that the movie itself felt very underwhelming. That being said, I plan to post a bunch of videos revolving around Cars Disney Plus speculations because I want to see how accurate my predictions will be. Make sure to leave suggestions in the comment section below on specific topics you want me to cover with this series speculation. Although I am sort of against the idea of the Cars franchise expanding further, specifically after what happened with Cars 2 and 3, I will admit that the synopsis of this series is very solid and I'm going into it with very low expectations. That being said, I do have some high expectations that I would like to give in some of these speculation videos, just to see how accurate I can get. In summary, I'm cautiously optimistic about this confirmed Cars series. It's been long awaited and I'm relieved that we won't be seeing a Cars series about Cam Spinner and Bobby Swift's crew chief. As I said, please leave suggestions and your ideas in the comment section below. Don't forget to subscribe to our channel, Collection TV, for more Cars diecast reviews and Cars Disney Plus updates. Thanks for watching.